friends, welcome back to Mimi's Mixed Bag. Got a little something different for you today. It's not really craft related, but I hope you'll enjoy it. But we just got back on a camping trip we've had planned for a couple months. We went to Stone Mountain, Georgia for a few days, and my daughter and her family were going to join us. But when all this corona craziness started closer to our trip, things were closing and we just wasn't sure what the situation was going to be when we got down there. My daughter decided just to go ahead and take the kids to Gulf Shores and just head south. Well, we had already prepaid our stuff and we really couldn't get a refund, so we just said, we'll just go to the Atlanta area and see what we can find to do. So that's what we did. We had a great time. We love to camp, just don't get to do it as often as we like. So we had 2 full days, and there's been a little town in northern Georgia that's been on our bucket list for a couple years. We just have not ever found the opportunity to get over there, and we thought this is the perfect opportunity. So we just got in the truck and drove an hour and a half north of Atlanta to a little town called Helen, Georgia. If you've never been there, you are really missing a treat. If you are familiar with what Gatlinburg, Tennessee is, it's very similar to that. It's a smaller scale of Gatlinburg, but it reminds you a lot of Gatlinburg. So I took lots of pictures and a few little videos. I thought I would just create a slideshow and narrate a few things of what we saw in Helen. Now, unfortunately, with the corona closures, just a few gift shops were open. There was only a few restaurants open and all the beer gardens were closed. The waitress we talked to that day said it was an absolute ghost town compared to what it normally is. So Helen, Georgia is still on our bucket list. We want to definitely go back and camp closer so we can experience all it has to offer, plus the nighttime where they have lights and things. So I just put it as a little slideshow together and thought I would just narrate a little bit and show you this cute little town. Here I am just standing on the street corner on the main strip, just doing a little turnaround. And you'll quickly notice that all of the gift shops like these and all the buildings have this German Swiss colony aesthetic. I mean, you really think you're in Europe. This right here is a really cute beer garden just in the middle of town. All the gift shops had beautiful blue pottery and beer steins, and here's just some more of that European aesthetic. It really just looked like a German village. Beautiful flowers in several places and like little alleyways and rounded doorways. Several candy shops. Here is one of the few gift shops that were open. Really cute murals on the wall and some of the buildings. And I just took this to share with you. Just these really cute little spinning hummingbirds for $10 that you just stuck in a flower pot. Thought they were cute. I didn't get one, but I've seen them before in case you haven't. These are more gift shops, and you'll notice there's just a few people on the streets. From what we've been told, this was not normal at all. And right on the main street was a really nice public restroom behind those flags. We found 2 very easily public restrooms, beautiful flowers. And parallel to the main strip is a lot like Gatlinburg. It has a pretty good sized waterway that went parallel, plus it kind of crossed over the main street and had a really pretty bridge. That day was pretty windy and rainy, so the water was kind of choppy, but really pretty to look at. Here's another really pretty building. More gift shops. Lots of red roofs. Unfortunately, the German treats were closed of pretzels, and here's a hotel. Now here is the restaurant we had lunch at. Like I said, there was just a few open. It was called Bodense Restaurant. The waitress told us it was the only one in town that was owned and operated by real Germans. Our appetizer was potato pancakes with applesauce and sour cream. My husband had this garlic sausage, German potato salad. Here is my smoked pork chop and kraut. After lunch, we did more walking. This really cute alpine wedding chapel right by the restaurant. Here's another more covered beer garden. And here is some of that waterway that was really close to the strip that just ran parallel. This man here was trout fishing. That must be a big thing there because there was lots of signs about trout fishing. We also saw lots of unique places you could rent while you were there. These really neat cottage looking places, really cute putt-putt with windmills and things. Two ordinary businesses we saw were Dollar General and Wendy's Burgers. Everything else was mom and pop owned, and you could tell they must require every business to have that same aesthetic. So that's it, friends. I hope you enjoyed this little slideshow. If you ever find yourself in northern Georgia, the little town of Helen is a must-see. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll be back in a few days. Bye-bye.